We need to listen more to what women are saying to us. And sometimes we don't do that in a good enough fashion. So listening is...
I'd say I wouldn't feel safe if there's only me and another friend. I'd feel safe with more of a group of people, but I don't generally kind of feel safe on a night out, like, because it does be like very, very crowded, so you never really know who you're going to bump into, really.
Definitely with like the friends that I always go out with, because you know, people that you trust. And I guess you always have to be cautious, can't be too drunk going in anywhere, be aware of your surroundings. It's not that you feel unsafe, but just always aware of what you're doing.
Even with the fact that I'm working behind the bar, like some random fella can come up to me drunk and start throwing bottles across the bar. It's happened multiple times, and then for me, being the young girl working behind the bar on my own half the time and having to deal with that with no bouncers around.
Okay, I think like the whole spiking epidemic, especially with like, you know, the needles and people getting jabbed and stuff, like nearly every night out that I go on, like the next day when I wake up, I will strip and like check my body for, like, no joke, for like bruises and stuff, because I'm genuinely like, because obviously your friends would know if you got spiked or whatever like that, but like you don't know how strong the stuff that they're putting into it is and everything, so like it mightn't affect someone as much as it could affect yourself.
I feel like there wasn't enough done about it at the moment. Like at the time it was happening, like you'd hear of a club checking people's bags for one night and then they'd leave it at that. But you know, there was definitely more that could have been done to prevent it in general. Like it was talked about and people were like, oh, it's bad, but you know, they didn't actually get down to the root of the problem, which is people just being able to walk into a club with needles.
Also, I just feel like you should be able to go out and enjoy your night rather than like, oh, am I gonna get spiked tonight?
Probably ring someone and just go home, like ring someone, get a taxi home. If I'm not too like drunk or something, if I'm like really drunk and like don't know what I'm doing, probably like a bouncer.
I'd probably try to find a female, there's not many female bouncers out there, I'd probably try to find a female bartender first, and then if there's none there, then resort to, I don't know, bouncers, depending on if you're in your hometown, like, you know, if you know that you can trust them, really depending where you are, but probably try to find a woman to talk to first.
But I don't feel like all bouncers are very approachable. I feel like I know it's their job, but I feel like a lot of bouncers are quite rude. I really feel like you can approach them. Some of them you can, some of them you can't. I suppose they do have to look kind of like they take no shit.
The other day I was walking up the street and like someone was walking towards me and it was like I got so nervous, and I've never had to do this before, but I know other people have, where like I pretended I was on the phone, because I was genuinely like I don't know why, I was just stereotyping this one person thinking like something was gonna happen, but I was just like nerve-wracked and had to do that, and like it was fine then, but like it's just weird having to do that. Like I wouldn't thought I had to do that before.
Like there's a lot of these cases happen and I don't think they're like, not to put their story down, but I feel like they're not the only people it happens to, and I feel like for people to take notice that this happens, it's like one big story has to happen where someone is well known in a county or something, like a teacher. A girl could be on the street and the same thing could happen to her, but no one takes notice or no awareness is brought up about it. I think there should be more awareness brought up about women's safety than just one incident that happened, because people can just think, oh sure, it's just one incident that happened, you know.
I guess just letting someone know if you're going out, like not just leaving without any word, having your phone on you and charged just in case anything, you know, so you can ring someone or someone can reach you. Just having someone knowing where you are.
Always keep your keys in your hand, and then always keep your finger on your power button, because there is also an emergency button on your power button that will call the guards and any emergency services straight away.
Basically just to stick together, even when going to the bathroom. Like I know it's the whole thing where girls go to the bathroom together, but it is safe. Like even lads should stick together going to the bathroom, because you could just get lost so easily.
Make sure to keep your hand over your drink. It's very good. It also stops you from spilling it all over yourself, so you know, it's a win-win. I was gonna say, if you're going like to an afters, bring a friend, like don't go on your own.
And make sure we can create a different kind of society where people do feel safe, and where we can transform the culture that underpins bad behaviour and violence towards women.